We're going to go ahead and go to our random questions. And the way it works, folks, is I'm going to give you out 2 random questions. I'm going to come to you, and you can pick the one that speaks to your heart and throw out your answers to it. The first one is easy. What is your favorite movie? And the other one is, I wanted to ask everyone their birthdays because I don't want to miss anybody's birthday and mentioning it on the air.
Well, you got to include yours too, then, Paul.
Oh yeah. I'm my birthday is kind of a boring birthday, but and then if nobody wants to answer the question about birthdays, I have a alternate question, which is, if someone said to you, I must continue my bloodline, what would be your response to them?
Well, if
But
I'm
you must what?
I must continue my bloodline. To give you a little background, there was a young lady who was going to go on a date with someone. And in their conversation leading up to the date, the young lady happened to mention to the guy, well, I'm not interested in having any children. And he said, oh, then I can't go out with you. I must continue my bloodline. And I know what my response would be to that. I know what her response was to that. And as I come to each of you guys, I'd be interested to see what your response is to any of those questions. What's your favorite movie? When's your birthday? And what would you say if someone said, in response to you not wanting to have kids, I must continue my bloodline? So, with that being said, I'm going to go to Katie first. Which random question are you answering for us today?
Well, the movie one is kind of hard for me. I do like the Conjuring movies, though. Those are my favorite right now. And what's it called? I don't. To be honest, if somebody said that to me, like continue my bloodline, I'd just be like, okay, fair enough. That's I can't argue with that. Like, you know.
You would have no argument to that?
I mean, if one person want to have kids, the other person doesn't want to have kids, it's like that's okay. Then there's no reason for us to waste each other's time. Like, fair enough. Okay, I have kids. I don't want no more. So, thank you. Have a good day. I cannot.
Well, there you go, Jamel. I'm going to put you up on the spot, man. So, what question are you answering?
Same as Katie's.
So your answer is exactly the same?
Yep, I'd be like, okay, good. That's your choice, but it's not mine.
Excuses, huh?
That's it. Enough said.
Okay. So, Clint, you seem deep in thought about these questions, man. So
what made you think I was deep in thought? I was just enjoying it, listening to you guys. Just taking the back seat,
Depending on what thought he was deep in.
So which random question speaks to you, Clint?
I'm all about movies. But if anyone, I share same birthday with Barack Obama, so I'm not going to dwell on that. I don't really celebrate birthdays. Not really is a religion thing, but I more like to talk about movies. One of my favorite movies, I like the old classic. I like and this old classic that I saw when I was a kid, it had actually inspired me more to become an actor. It's a movie called The Champ. I don't know if you guys know about it or heard about it, but look it up. When I saw this child actor, I think his name was Ricky Schroeder.
Ricky Schroeder.
Yeah, when I saw his performance and I felt his performance looking at it when he started crying, "Champ, don't die, champ." That was actually the first movie that made me cry buckets of drops. And I was probably like 4 when I saw it. And I'm like, how they get that kid to do that? I wondered if they, how, I was wondering, how is it real? And then my mom, family, they explained to me it's acting and all that. And he's being paid a lot of money to do that. They train him to do it like on the spot. And I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. I want to become an actor. And that was one of my favorite movies. It inspired me to be an actor where I started doing like comedy. And when I realized it was easy to make people laugh, I said, I want to go for the challenging thing. So I'm going to want to be like Ricky Schroeder. I want to be able to make people cry too. I want to do something dramatic. So because of that movie, been my favorite. It inspired me. It's my favorite, The Champ. Look it up, who don't know about it.
Oh, I know about it. And that's one of those movies where you have to ask the question, is it great or is it just because you were 4?
It's great because it's great because
I
in
think
the
it's a good movie.
beginning,
I've seen it too.
in the beginning, I didn't really care much about it because a child attention span wouldn't be that. But when it came to that scene where the boxer was fighting, and I was like, yeah, he's winning and all that, and he's winning. And then I saw his kid there, and then that sad part came, and I was like,
Well, we
it's
may
one
have
of the
to, we
best.
may have to watch that movie one day and react to it.
Oh,
See if it's
I
great.
might cry, end up crying because I remember
Or
looking at it. I still cry. Still cry.
Yeah, I
for that
never
scene.
seen this. I never seen this. It sounds sad.
Do you
You would
own
love
The
it.
Champ, Jamel? I know you got a lot of movies.
I'm sure I have, and yes, I've watched and have a lot of movies.
Well, I'm going to answer all 3 of the random questions. My favorite movie is a movie called Kids. I saw that movie Kids, and I watched it and identified with it because it seems so real. The realism of that movie Kids is what caught me. And the ending of it, when I first watched it, the ending of that movie rocked me. Because everything from beginning to the end of that film, um, to me seemed real. It seemed like real kids, but they were all actors and they were all acting like real people. And it really, if you haven't seen the movie Kids, warning though, Kids, it's not for kids. It certainly has a lot of adult themes. It covers a lot of adult things that kids get involved in that they probably shouldn't be involved in. And yeah, that's one of my favorite movies as kids. And then, of course, anything Star Wars is my favorite. And and just to put
May the
a
force be
period.
with you.
Say again.
May the force be with you.
Yeah, and just to
Oh
put a
my
period
God.
on the end of the sentence.
Star Wars is over, right?
Can
Oh
anybody
yeah,
read what that has
I
said?
already knew you were a Marvel fan for real.
Who?
Yes.
Oh, he's wearing the cap. Okay. And I need to put
Yeah,
my. Let me put
Yes.
my.
That's the same cap he wore when we met. That's how I knew right away that
yeah,
we would connect.
and I tell you, that's what helped with the creation of the Clinton Initiative podcast. With Marvel, it was great that all the movies sort of were woven into each other and how they had a plan and they initiated that plan. And for the most part, they were pretty successful at it. And I think that's what we want to do is we want to be able to have our plan, initiate our plan, and make it happen. Oh yeah, my birthday is in January, January 14th.
Mm,
So now we come to another fun part If no one else has anything to add, we come to another fun part of